Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Autopilot is about to come away
Too low,
right now.
Too low, terrain. Too low.
And if you want to see this speedy and shallow approach coming into LAX and all the events leading up to it, all that and more is coming right up. Stay tuned. Alright, what's going on, guys? Wherever you are in the world, it's evening for me, so I bid you a good evening, but it could be day, it could be night, it could be afternoon, so I bid you well. We are continuing our flight series across the United States, flying from Denver to LAX tonight, so this should be a pretty fun flight. I'm not even gonna lie, I do look forward to flying into LAX. As of right now, air traffic control is online. I would just like to thank you for tuning in. We're gonna go ahead and jump into things here. Get things started off right. Here we are sitting on stand in Denver, and the scenery actually did load this time. It was supposed to load when we landed, but it did not on the last flight. So the scenery is working out for us. It looks pretty. Guys, I apologize. I apologize for the back feed in the microphone of me talking. I also realized that during editing. I did realize it during stream and I cut it off, but I could realize how bad you heard it during editing. I had another computer pulled up with this stream so I could monitor it because I had some issues with stream and I didn't realize how loud the volume was. So that's why you could hear a slight echo in the background. It did get corrected, but I do just want to apologize for that slight inconvenience. It is aggravating, I know. It aggravated me, so I'm sure it'll aggravate you too. I completely understand, but let's move on. Well, maybe we're moving this way with the video. And let's just hang out. The scenery is working out for us. It looks pretty cool. You can even see the security cameras on the roof. So there is that. Looks pretty cool. Really cool looking scenery. I'm really happy with this. Definitely better than the stock Denver scenery. So a pretty cool view. Let's jump into things here. And let's just get going. Alrighty. Let's get those battery switches turned on. We'll come down here and call for a GPU and a catering truck. Our GPU is here and available. So we'll get external power turned on. Perfect. Go ahead and get those IRs in the nav position and also call for our fuel truck. And we'll start our flows from here. Both wipers are off. Cruise supply oxygen is coming on. Ground control server's coming on, and we'll test that. We hear the beep. Lets us know that everything is functioning properly. There's our series of dings and boops as our systems get started up and go through a little self-test. We're not going to worry about that. IRs, we've already turned them on. Strobes can go to auto. Nav and logo lights can come on. Seatbelt signs are not needed right yet because we're not loading fuel. No smoking lights can come on auto. We'll arm the emergency exit lights. Ice and standby compass, get that ready to go. And we will test our annunciator lights. Top looks good, bottom looks good.
And Greeley traffic at 5 Club 691. We are about 5 miles south of the field. We'll be touch and go runway 33 straight in.
The packs are showing faults because the engines aren't running along with the generators. External power is on. Voltage looks good. We'll get those fuel pumps turned on. And we will go ahead and test our APU fire. It checks good. Engine 1. Checks good. Engine 2. And cargo smoke. Perfect. Perfect.
Colorado traffic, public code 2112 is 5 miles southeast of the field for touch and go runway 33. Oregon, Colorado.
Traffic, Tower Club 1406, we're going to take runway 08 for a northbound departure via Alpha, Boulder South.
Alright. So let's get our altimeter set here, which means we need to call, or what we can do, just to start off, let's look at our nav data, December 29th to 25th of January. That looks great. So we'll go ahead and get our INIT data in here. Denver, LAX. Cost index of 15. Alternate of Ontario. Everything looks good there. We'll align on ref. And we'll get our wins. Sweet. Now we'll come right back here, request our weather. We don't have any ATC online right now. We're on Unicom, so we're just going to plan our own flight and do our own thing. No need to request for pushback and all that good stuff.
Traffic, November 38, Charlie Oscar, about 10 miles south of runway 33. We'll advise with entering left downwind.
We have a company message. Oh, wrong one. And we'll come here. It should be printing off for us. So our altimeter is 2979. which checks when we set our altimeter. There's our fuel truck. We'll minimize that and we will start loading fuel. And the only reason I keep that minimized is so that the fuel truck stays on the wing of the plane. That way if I do switch to exterior view, you do see the fuel truck there. You don't have to keep that up there.
And Greeley traffic to 50691, 5 mile final, 35, touch and go. We'll be departing the area to the north, Greeley traffic.
So we are loading fuel. We'll get those seatbelt signs turned on. We'll put in our departure and arrival information. So from Denver, we're going to take off from runway 08 on the Baylor 6 and the Teru transition. We'll insert that. We'll get rid of this manual and this discontinuity.
And Boulder traffic, Pilot Club 1496 is taking off runway 08 for North Boulder traffic.
And then for LAX, we're arriving at 6 left. On the Angel 4. And the De Niro transition. So we'll get that put in. And we'll just scroll down here.
Boulder traffic, Pilot Club 1496 is clear at runway 08. We're going to continue on northbound.
And delete these discontinuities. Perfect. We'll pull up our RNAV departure for 08. It requires takeoff minimums for runway 8. Standard or lower than standard. So we just need to climb up to 5,934, which is set. And we will get radar vectors. Let's look over here. Climb on a heading of 083. So up to 5,934 feet. Spec vectors to cross Waker at or above 11,000. And our top altitude is flight level 230. Okay. All that is set, so we're actually just going to set an altitude of... Hey there, first time chatter. Hang on, I don't wanna just butcher your name here. I'm sorry if I missed you. I was a little bit busy, focused on the programming. Personal molecule. Okay, there we go. I was trying to figure out how it should be said, but personal molecule. Hello there, how are you doing? Thank you for the first time chats. I'm glad you're still hanging around. I'm sorry if there was a little bit of delay. I hope you're having a wonderful evening this evening. Like I said, we're going to climb. On what plane am I in? I'm in the fly-by-wire A32NX with the Walker Air Transit livery on it. Are we still loading fuel? Nope, fuel is complete. So we'll get rid of the fuel truck. We will call the baggage truck. We'll go ahead and get the APU started up and warming up. And we will load our passengers. 168 passengers this evening. And I would like to take this time just to thank you for tuning in and watching the video. If you do like what you see, I would ask that you like, maybe subscribe, and turn on notifications, as it does help the channel grow, and it does help push these videos out to other people that enjoy watching this type of content, just like me and you. So once again, thank you, and I hope to see you on other videos coming up soon. There it is. It's a happy day. So boarding is complete. We'll dismiss the baggage truck, the jetway. We'll get the beacon light on.
Flight attendants, armed doors, and cross-check.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first
We'll come right down here.
I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight.
Finish up our INIT page.
Paperwork up front here and waiting to receive final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way.
Our block fuel is 7.1.
With a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight.
For our performance,
more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
we'll do a full toga takeoff. So, if anything happens before V1, we will cancel the takeoff. If it happens after 134, we will continue to take off, circle back, and land. We're going to rotate at 135. And then V2 plus 10 is when flaps should come up. We can clean up the aircraft. So we should be good to go. We should be all set up. Oh, Joe, I gotta see if this works. My shout out tool wasn't working for the longest time, so let's see. It does not appear to be working. But doesn't that just suck? Strobe lights can come on. Yeah, my shout out didn't seem to work for me. Which kind of sucks. I'll have to figure that out. Because I used to be able to just press a couple buttons on the Stream Deck and shout people out. And now, for whatever reason, it has just 100% stopped working. So let's pre-plan this pushback here. We're gonna push back with nose to our left. I hope toolbar pushback works tonight like it did the other night, because it has gone a few nights without working like it was supposed to. And we will request pushback. It does happen. It seems like if anybody's gonna have difficulty with their stream, it's gonna be me. 100%, all the time. Let's get our transponder turned on. Minimize that, and when we start rolling, we will get engine number 2 started up. There we go. Here we go. While we're pushing back, I'm gonna just look at the ATIS for Denver. We got scattered clouds at 9,000 feet, scattered clouds at 22,000 feet. Temperature is -9, dew point's -11. So we will need anti-ice on. I think we need it on right now. I mean, it looks like there's snow on the ground. It's hard to tell. You can see the lines really good, so maybe there's not. And we got a good start on engine 2. So let's get engine 1 started up. And it looks like we're gonna taxi via Lima, which should be directly in front of us. We're gonna taxi via Lima, Mike, to runway 8.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
And we got a good start on engine 2. We'll get ignition mode back to normal. Get our APU cut off. We'll get taxi lights on and runway turnoff lights on. We will set our flaps to 1. And we will arm Oh. I said we would arm. Now that's not working. We'll arm the speed brakes, lock the cockpit door, and test our flight controls. And flight controls are free and clear. And we will start taxiing. We'll set the parking brake. Let's make sure it's set. It did. We'll dismiss the pushback tug. Denver traffic, Walker 3118 taxiing to 8 left from the ramp via Lima Mic. Denver traffic. Of course, we will test our brakes on taxi here. Looks like me and the Southwest are gonna have a showdown. Let's test our brakes. Brakes check. I feel like that fella shouldn't be there. That's not normal. He's landing on a taxiway. Nope, he's taxiing. He's just floating in the air. Perfect. Joe, what you think about that nose wheel steering, bro? Let's set the parking brake. Get auto brake set to max. I like the nose wheel steering. I like not having to rely on the rudders to steer the plane. Alright, let's take a quick look left. I see nothing. I'm really not sure what's... Looks like there's a plane. Okay, alright, so quick look left says nothing. Quick look right, I see nothing. Let's call Denver on Unicom, just let them know we're about to be taking off. Denver traffic, Walker 3118 lining up for takeoff, runway 8 Denver traffic. Alright, we're gonna hold the brakes here. Get our N1 up to 50. Release the brakes. And full toga.
Traffic,
80 knots, side sticks coming back to neutral. Probably should have turned on engine anti-ice, huh? V1 and rotate. That's a positive rate. Gear can come up. And we'll come back to climb. Start our turn. There we are, our climb detent. Go ahead and get anti-ice turned on. There we go. I likes that better. Now it's not flashing manual throttle at me. While we're doing this, we can get takeoff lights turned off as well as runway turnoff lights. And we'll get autopilot turned on. We'll turn off ground spoilers. Denver traffic, Walker 3118 clear of runway 08. Landing lights can come off. Flaps can come up. And we will go ahead and climb up to flight level 360. We'll set standards for the altimeters.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, your captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude for the flight. As it begins to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet and elbows clear from the aisle as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley carts shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating to the front galley where the flight.
We'll let this announcement finish up. We'll get the seatbelt sign cut off. There we go. Seatbelt signs are off. We are at Cruise. Welcome to flight level 360. And here in just a second, we are going to program our arrival and our approach into the MCDU. But before I do that, I'd just like to say thank you to everybody for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to sit down and check out the stream. And if you're watching on YouTube after I upload the video, thank you so much for taking time out of whatever time of the day it is to watch my video. Guys, it means a lot that y'all sit down and hang out, or that you watch the video on YouTube. If you like what you see on Twitch, please give a follow. If you like what you see on YouTube, I'm gonna ask that you give me a thumbs up, you subscribe to the channel, and you turn on notifications, just for the simple fact that not only will you get notified when I upload a video, it will also help push the video out to other people like me and you and anybody else who watches that enjoys watching this type of stuff right here on YouTube. So it'll just help the channel grow, and I would greatly appreciate it. But I do so much appreciate y'all stopping in, taking time to check out the video. However much time you spend watching it, it means a lot to me. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get into loading up our arrival, which is the Angel 4 RNAV arrival. As you can see, I just pulled it up in Navigraph in the top left hand corner of the screen there. And our approach after that. So in order to do this, first we need to know where we're coming in from. And our transition is Dinero, which is right here on our arrival. So this right here says that descend via Mach number until intercepting 280 knots, and then maintain 280 until slowed by the star. So what we're going to do is descend at 280 knots. That needs to be our descent speed. And then our first point is going to be Gleason, and we need to be between 30,000 feet and 24,000 feet. Flight level 300 and flight level 240. So we will come down here and we will find Gleason. I do this every single flight, but I almost want to leave it like it is and see what happens. I know I have said so many times that the fly-by-wire doesn't like the range of altitudes right here, but I'm just gonna see what happens, see if maybe they have fixed that, maybe if it doesn't mind them now, if it's more like a true-to-life aircraft, and let's just see how we descend. So I'm just going to come in here and check everything, make sure everything looks good. Angel is between 240 and 19,000. That checks. Can is at or above 17,196. Boyle is at or above 14,000. That checks. And then Circus is between 14,000 and 12,000 at 270. So that also checks. So I'm gonna just leave it just like that. We're gonna try something different. It might embarrass us. Hopefully it doesn't, but we're just gonna try it. We're gonna do a managed descent down to 12,000 feet and go from there. So now what I'll do is I'll pull up our ILS chart, and hopefully this is the runway that they give us for runway 6 left. And then by Nathan, we need to be at 3,600 feet, and this is going to say at or above, but I'm going to put in a hard 3,600 feet here. And then by Allison, we need to be at 1,800 feet. We're only about just over 5 miles away from the airport at that point, so I'll go ahead and slow us down to 160 by then. Perfect. So now that is put in and ready to go. We hope. We hope it's going to be ready to go. Like I said, I have not tried descending like that. The very first time I did try it, it did not work out very well. Watched a few YouTube videos and found out that the fly-by-wire A32NX does not like the range of altitudes. It likes the hard set altitude. So if you have a range on your RNAV arrival, you have to kind of find the middle ground and put that in. And that's what I've been doing ever since, and it's worked flawlessly. It's worked great. We're just gonna test it out to see if maybe they've made some progress on that, which hats off to the fly-by-wire team because they have really made an amazing aircraft, and it's freeware. Very, very comparable to the Phoenix A320. I mean, they both have their pros and cons. You just got to figure out what you like the most. For me, it happens to be the fly-by-wire for one big reason. I'm not going to put that on stream or on YouTube, but we will let everybody form their own opinions, which is fair. But for me, my favorite happens to be the fly-by-wire. Even though, yes, I did pay for the Phoenix, I have flown the Phoenix, I like the way the Phoenix flies, I enjoy flying the Phoenix, but there's one feature that just completely turns me off to the Phoenix. Let's see how far we are away from Los Angeles Center. It can't be too much further. We still got a good little bit before we need to contact them. Los Angeles Center, good evening. Walker 3118 with you, flight level 360.
3118, Ollie Center, radar contact.
Alright, Los Angeles Center has got us. And we are good to go. Don't mind me, guys, just stacking.
454, contact SoCal approach 124.5.
Just stacking beer cans up over here.
Walker 3118, clearance advised, ready to copy.
Walker 3118, ready to copy.
Walker 3118, cleared to Los Angeles airports via after De Niro. Big Bear 3 arrival. Maintain flight level 360.
So you said cleared after De Niro on the Victor 3 and maintain 360?
Walker 3118, after De Niro, Big Bear 3, Bravo India Golf, Bravo Romeo 3 arrival. Big Bear, Big Fuzzy Bear arrival.
Roger, the Big Fuzzy Bear. Sorry, I'm laughing. The Big Fuzzy Bear arrival. I love the explanation there. I might have to change something in the computer, but that's fine. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
So after De Niro.
94, Salt Lake Center's offline, frequency change approved.
Let's see if we can find the Big Fuzzy Bear.
Southwest 1594, Salt Lake Center's offline, frequency change approved.
1594, clear.
Southwest 737 X-ray, descend via Bruin 2 arrival, LA altimeter 3007.
Uh-oh.
Southwest 2539, cross Wacho, Aspen, maintain flight level 290.
Big Bear 3, there it is.
Southwest 2539, cross Wacho, Aspen, maintain flight level 290.
Alright, we're just gonna have to change some stuff up here. Especially on Navigraph.
American 8324, stay airspeed.
Now trail to 350, American 832 4.
American 8324, maintain 300 knots, enable advised.
300 for American X324.
Southwest 2539. Walker 3118, reset transponders, squawk 7144.
7144 in the box, 3118. And let's try to go ahead and start descending a little bit early since we did not put the hard set codes in here. So we're going to go down to 7,000. Do a managed descent. And let's call for our weather.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now we're going to time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please
Southwest
prepare to
737,
gap
X-ray contact approach 124.3.
We'll compare it to what we have over here.
Contact SoCal on 124.5 when you're at the runway for departure. We'll see you.
124.5 at the runway, thank you, back on the way.
So for Los Angeles, we are at 3007, 170 at 10.
Southwest 3845, apologies for the late vector, turn right, heading speed 30.
Temperature's -8. Perfect. And let's get our minimums over here on Navigraph. Probably even shouldn't plan for that, but the minimums for 6 are 369 feet. And guys, I do apologize. I do realize that I made a very crucial error when looking at and writing down the weather information for Los Angeles. Unfortunately, I realized that at the time of editing, and that could be that could be the reason for what's coming up in the future. So I'm sorry. Y'all stay tuned for all the good stuff. And let's pull up our weather. So 80 at 13, I got 170 at 10, that's a big difference. $14 and 13, that's also a big difference. 3004, it's not bad. I'm not sure which one to go with. No wonder there's a big difference. I looked at the information wrong. I looked down here at Los Angeles to start off with, and then I transitioned to the line above for Denver and wrote down the rest of the information. So the only information I had correct was the altimeter. So no wonder that's a big difference. Human error. Human error. Just a big facepalm moment right here. Just, it happens though. It happens. Stay tuned. I mean, the descent looks great. Like, we have the donut. We'll switch over to departure.
American
324, wind 009, runway 7 right, clear to land.
Runway 7 left, right, clear to land, American 9324.
Los Angeles departure, good evening, Walker 3118, descending via the Bear 3 arrival. We are at 11,600, descending 10,000, actually descending 7,000, Walker 3118.
Walker 3118, SoCal approach, welcome, you've ready to contact 20 miles northwest of the LA airport, expect the vectors to the ILS from 7 right first.
Vectors ILS 7 right, thank you. Let's just change that now. It looks like it's not going to pick up FloJo.
Southwest 894, runway 6 right, line of the way, traffic crossing down
I should expect vectors though, so that's what we're just going to do. We're just going to hang out.
Walker 3118, turn right, heading 270, descend maintain 3000, looks like you deviated off the arrival there.
Right turn 270, descend 3000, 3118. The next one.
Walker 3118, turn right, heading 330.
Right turn 330, 3118.
Walker 3118, descend maintain 2000.
Down to 2000, 3118. Guys, we're getting close here.
Turn
2,500.
050, maintain 2000, established, straight ILS, runway 7 right approach.
Right turn 050, cleared, ILS approach, 3118. Just gonna go ahead and lock onto the localizer here. Call the cabin. Flaps will need to be at full. Let's arm the approach. Get some flaps out here.
Southwest
617, push on Delta Cruise.
Push on Delta approved, 617.
Walker 3118, with 0709, runway 7 right, clear to land.
1,000.
I got the runway in sight.
Runway 7 right, clear to land.
3118, clear to land, thank you.
American correction, Air Canada 271 heavy, turn right direct.
Let's get landing gear down. This is going to be a hot and fast landing. Let's get some speed brakes out.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
Autopilot is about to come away
Terrain. Too low.
right
terrain.
now.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
We're going to flare.
40. Too low, terrain. 20. Retard.
1046, ready for taxi.
That was a hard landing. It was terrible.
1046, have the runway 7 right, active Bravo, LA altimeter 3007.
Taxi up for Bravo, runway 7 right, Delta 46.
The white lights, we got it on the ground. It was not the best, but we did get it on the ground, so I guess that's a plus, maybe?
Air Canada 271 Heavy leaving my airspace, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, have a good flight.
Let's get taxi lights on, runway turnoff lights on, we'll get the APU started up.
Walker 3118, welcome to LA, cross runway 7 left on Hotel 2, then parking via Bravo, thanks for coming.
We'll cross 7 left at Hotel 2, parking via Bravo 3118, thank you for the ATC.
LA arrival, good evening. This is L38 with you descending.
Get those up. Flaps are going up.
Arrival.
I didn't have flaps at position 4, and that's what screwed me up. I just realized that. That's why we came in so hot. And that is my bad.
Could you repeat one more time? You came in very quiet.
So he said 7 left via Hotel 2.
At Waker, cleared ILS approach, 6 left, L38.
And then Bravo. Alright.
LA approach, good evening, 401 on the current 2 approach, 4167, sorry, United 401, SoCal approach, yes, welcome to LA altimeter 3007, you can expect the ILS from the 6 left.
We'll take the next gate up here. We'll get taxi lights cut off. Oops. Oh, this is bad. Let's just stop while we're in. Set the parking brake. Get strobe lights turned off. Or onto auto at least. And we'll cut the engines off. There we go, and we are cold and dark. So, once again, I appreciate y'all stopping in on stream tonight, hanging out. I appreciate you watching on YouTube. Follow, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all of that good stuff. It helps push the content out to other people like yourself and myself that would enjoy watching these videos, and it will also help the channel grow so that more people can see it, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I love y'all. Have a great night, and I will see you on the next one. Y'all keep it classy. Peace.